Meet this Russia's new MiG-31, the biggest threat to America and NATO. MiG-31 Foxhound Interceptor Aircraft. MiG-31 Foxhound is a long-range, two-seat supersonic interceptor aircraft offered by Russian Aircraft Corporation, previously Mikoyan and MiG, principally for the Russian and Kazakhstan Air Forces. MiG-31 can work efficiently in all-weather conditions while fulfilling visual flight rules, VFR, and instrument flight rules, IFR, day and night. MiG-31 was the first Soviet fighter aircraft to have true look-down and shoot-down capability. More than 500 MiG-31 aircraft have been produced, out of which 370 were delivered to the Russian Air Force and 30 are in service with Kazakhstan Air Force. The remaining aircraft were upgraded to different variants under several upgrade programs. Only some of the Russian MiG fleet have been upgraded to MiG-31BM standards under the upgrade program. Russia to receive upgraded MiG-31 interceptors. The Russian Defense Ministry has signed a contract with United Aircraft to upgrade more than 60 MiG-31 Foxhound interceptor aircraft to the MiG-31BM version, Russian Air Force spokesman Vladimir Drik said. The MiG-31 Foxhound, designed by Mikoyan Design Bureau, will be upgraded with avionics and digital data links, new multimode radar, color multifunction cockpit displays, and a new powerful computer. The two-seat supersonic aircraft is powered by two D-30F6 turbofan two-shaft engines, and is capable of carrying new air-to-air and air-to-surface missiles, such as the AS-17 Krypton anti-radar missile. The interceptor aircraft will also be capable of carrying the Vimpel R-73, AA-11 Archer, R-77, AA-12 Adder, R-33S, upgraded AA-9 Amos, and the K-37 AAX-13 Arrow, air-to-air missiles. The interceptors are also equipped with a common afterburner and a variable supersonic nozzle that enable the aircraft to fly at supersonic speeds of up to Mach 2.83. The supersonic aircraft is designed to replace the Russian Air Force's MiG-25 fighters and is used to prevent potential airborne threats including ballistic and cruise missiles. The aircraft is also capable of destroying high and low altitude targets during day and night and can detect airborne targets at a range of 200 miles, as well as simultaneously track up to 10 targets. The heavy interceptor entered service with the Russian Air Force in 1982. Since then very few MiG-31s have been modernized to the MiG-31BM version. Currently, the Air Force operates around 300 MiG-25 fighters and the new Russia test launches Kinzhal hypersonic missile from MiG-31 aircraft. The Russian Defense Ministry has reportedly announced that a combat training launch of its Kinzhal aero-ballistic hypersonic missile was conducted from the Russian Air Force's MiG-31 fighter jet. In a statement, the ministry was quoted by Defense World Net as saying, "A MiG-31 interceptor jet made a training launch of a Kinzhal high-precision aero-ballistic hypersonic missile, and the missile hit a target on the test range." The ministry also said that the MiG-31 aircraft took off from an airfield in the southern military district. As part of the combat training plan, crew members of the Kinzhal air system have completed more than 250 flights to date. The ministry was further quoted by TASS as saying, "Performance characteristics and time indicators of the Kinzhal high-precision airborne missile system were confirmed during the hypersonic missile launch." Crew members of the Kinzhal air system have completed more than 250 flights to date. The ministry added, "The air staff has been trained in full-scope day and night in various weather conditions." Developed based on the upgraded MiG-31 interceptor jet, the Kinzhal system is said to be capable of striking down surface and waterborne targets. Integrated with high-precision aero-ballistic missiles, the weapon system has a strike range of more than 2,000 kilometers. Test air alert flights on the Kinzhal system have been underway since it became operational on December 1. Russian MiG-31 aircraft contract to Syria. In 2007, Russia's United Aircraft Corporation, UAC, signed two contracts worth $1 billion with Syria. One contract was for MiG-29M and another for MiG-31. The deliveries of MiG-29M are ongoing, but those of MiG-31 were not effective till 2009 when the UAC confirmed its plans to deliver the 8 MiG-31 aircraft to Syria as part of the $1 billion contract. The 8 MiG-31 aircraft were ordered in a deal worth $400 million signed in 2007. The order was cancelled in May 2009 due to pressure from Israel and lack of funds. MiG-31 Foxhound development. The MiG-25 Foxbat was unable to fly at low altitudes. The installation of inefficient turbojet engines led to decrease in combat range at supersonic speeds, and an increase in the speed gauge of the MiG-25 resulted in the destruction of the aircraft's engine. In an effort to overcome the drawbacks of the MiG-25 Foxbat, the MiG-31 was developed to fly at low altitudes with required supersonic speeds. MiG-31 is equipped with efficient low-bypass ratio turbofan engines, which allow an increase in combat range. Production of MiG-31 began in 1979, and the aircraft was fully operational with the Soviet Anti-Air Defense (PVO) by 1982. The economic slowdown in the USSR has made the maintenance of its complex MiG-31 aircraft difficult for many squadrons. As a result, around 20% of the MiG-31 aircraft were removed from service. About 75% of these aircraft, however, re-entered service with the Russian Air Force in 2006 when strong economic growth returned. MiG-31 design. The MiG-31 has a highly aerodynamic and streamlined body to enable flying at high speeds at low altitude. The aircraft is specifically designed to track multiple targets simultaneously at high altitudes. The MiG-31's airframe contains various materials including welded nickel steel, 49%, titanium, 16%, aluminium alloy, 33%, and 2% of composites. Four underwing pylons are also fitted in the fuselage of the aircraft. The aircraft's fuselage is designed to provide lateral rectangular and diagonal cut air intakes and features a bubble canopy with a long pointed nose. The wings are sharpened and swept back with square tips and negative slant. Radar. The MiG-31 aircraft is equipped with world's first electronically scanned N007 Zaslon phased array radar. It is also known as SBI-16 Zaslon flash dance radar and operates from the rear cockpit by WSO. It can receive signals from early warning radar (EWR) and airborne warning and control systems (AWACS). Zaslon has the capacity to scan 200 kilometers distance. The radar can trap 10 targets and engage 4 simultaneously flying in the surrounding radius of the aircraft, behind and below the aircraft. The antenna of Zaslon is fixed and can be moved electronically. The electronic steering of the radar beam is much faster and accurate than mechanical steering. The Zaslon radar has the capacity to search and attack various targets in air and ground using continuous and discontinuous fields of control and guidance commands despite target defensive maneuvers, electronic countermeasures, ECM, and adverse weather conditions. Sensors. MiG-31 is equipped with light-duty LD/speed and direction SD sensor, track while scan, TWS radar, infrared search and track, IRST system and radar warning receiver RWR system. The aircraft assigns partial power to track targets and the remaining to scan. The TWS radar system in the aircraft uses 2 new technologies: phased array radars and computer memory devices. The IRST sensor detects and tracks jet aircraft and helicopters that emit infrared rays, while the RWR systems detect radar systems emitting radio waves through the ground or in the air. The RWR comprises a visual display unit, VDU, in the cockpit that monitors radars by producing audible sounds. Engines and performance. MiG-31 supersonic aircraft is equipped with 2 Soloviev D-30F6 turbofan shaft engines with a takeoff thrust 500 kgf each. The dry thrust of the D-30F6 is 500 kgf for each engine. The engine provides a maximum speed of Mach 1.23 at low altitude and increases the aircraft's range. The fuel consumption of the MiG-31 is very high compared to other aircraft, principally due to its multiple roles. The MiG-31 can climb at a rate of 208 mph and has the capacity to fly at 3,000 km per hour. The ferry and combat ranges of the aircraft are 3,300 km and 720 km respectively. The maximum takeoff weight of the aircraft is 46,200 kg. The cruise range and wing loading capacities are 620 m and 665 kg per square meter respectively, while the maximum G load is 5 G.